Thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kind of feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree. Made a reputation for ourselves at age 18. We had the devil on our shoulders telling us what we should do. I wonder if you think about me too. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kind of feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. Oh, I miss you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Piket-Bo-Berg Nature Documentary Show. My name is Where's Wally, and where am I? We don't know. But we shall find out soon, because I'm approaching the camera as I speak. And I'm currently walking in some fantastic golden hour light here on the Piket-Bo-Berg. We are opposite the wonderful Paterkop, which is to my right, which you have seen in some fantastic and beautiful drone shots shot by Evan Oldknow. As we pan over, we can see it there. It is around, let me check the time, it is almost 8 o'clock and the sun has still not set, yet it is over the exquisite Atlantic Ocean. I'm Callum Wilcox and welcome to the Piket-Bo-Berg. Right. Well, recently we have discovered this new path that we are currently walking on. The two of us have decided that we would also like to sort of see what wildlife and nature surrounds these parts on top of the mountain here, and that's what we've started to do. And this whole docu-series, or whatever it turns out to be, will focus on the beautiful nature around us, the buchu plants, all the various fynbos, as well as some of the natural indigenous animals to this area. Yeah, this path has been newly made, and just at the back there, as I turned around, we saw the start of this new trail, which is called the Beacon Isle. We assume it is a path that leads to all the potential beacons on top of all the mountains, which were used for surveying land a long time before us. My lord, that sun is gorgeous. Yes. So the Piket-Bo-Berg is at the base of this mountain, which is the town that is better known. Yeah, we are up on the Piket-Bo-Berg, which is at the top of the Fastfelders Pass, which has quite an interesting history, and if you would like us to go into it, we could. But on this mountain there are many smaller farmers, and the one farm that we are stationed at currently is Philosophies, which is towards the end of the road, which is very close to the next town called Aurora, which is closer to the Atlantic Ocean. But Philosophies is a stunning farm with an incredible biodiversity. We have plants ranging from maples to Louisiana trees Louisiana swamp cypresses, which are also rather beautiful to look at. And sort of towards the top of the plot there is a olive orchard, which is interspersed with, what are they called? Almond trees, which are also harvestable, which is fantastic. What would be awesome if we could see that green flash thing, but I don't know. Is that a real thing? Yes, it is.
It is.
I'm hearing this from my cameraman, who's actually the director of the show. I'm purely just hosting it. Oh God, that's beautiful. My hands are rather cold. It's rather nippy out here. I'm not quite sure what the temperature is, but it is a little bit chilly.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed, yes. Also, as Evan was flying the drone, I tend to be the spotter, which is a fun job, and I get to use my binoculars, which are safely at my chest right now.
Right, so it's the sundown, eh?
This is the sundown. It is gorgeous. As many of you know, the Piket-Bo-Berg is sort of towards the west coast. It runs up the west side of the Western Cape. Being on top of this mountain is honestly incredible because firstly the view is just absolutely exquisite, and now that the sun's gone down we get a natural even light across everything. So the Piket-Bo-Berg is not short of views, which is a really beautiful thing to come and see when visiting. And having been here a couple times now, staying at Flahacey with the Old Nose, I've gotten a chance to sort of see more of the land around me and meet some of the farmers too. And in amongst meeting all these people, I've met a few animals along the way. Not too long ago in a Flahacey vlog episode, we saw a buck, I'm not too sure what kind it was, jump out of the flay in Flahacey, which ran across the view of the camera, which we managed to capture, which was incredible. And upon night sittings, you can also see some of the wildlife, which is really great because I feel like nowadays in our modern society, although in documentaries like Blue Planet and Planet Earth, we don't get to connect with nature as much. And I think one of my favorite things about coming to the Piket-Berg, well, the Piket-Bo-Berg, is to experience that and to actually see nature in its true element and experience it, and also be without cell phone signal, which is also another great thing. It allows one to disconnect and see life beyond the screen, even though the screen is great. I'm not going to deny that, and we wouldn't be making this documentary were it not for screens. But yeah, so I love being up here. It brings me peace. It makes me happy, and I have good food. There's always good food when we come up here, which is always great. Right, now we are traversing some of this new trail to see where it leads. The two of us, shortly before filming, we sort of got an idea of where it heads along, and as I said, it's called Beacon Isle, so it leads to various beacons, we assume. But what I assume can be done on this trail is a bit of mountain biking, which would be fantastic considering both Evan and I do mountain biking, although me not as much as Evan. But it would be a lovely experience to head down this trail, which leads to that direction there and onto many more mountaintops, which is also really beautiful. And what's nice is it's also peaceful this side because you don't necessarily have the sunset, so you get another view of more of the farmlands, like base of Piket-Bo-Berg and along towards the side of the Varsveldes Pass. There are many farms, which is lovely to look at. Yeah.
Cameraman's here, just
By the way,
doesn't really know what he's doing and waiting for this dude
it's kind of bizarre hearing myself
climb the bloody mountain,
like,
but
instead of just
we shall see about
my
that.
own head. By the way, I'm gonna get into
Really
the rock.
idyllic, actually. This
That's
view
on
is
my
insane.
right now.
Really is good.
Where's the best path?
Really good.
All right. So now the sun is completely set, and we will probably eventually start to see some of the nighttime wildlife, which is equally as exquisite as some of the many buck that you can see during the day. It's a little windy up here. It's a bit of a walk to get on top of the rocks, but what's life without a bit of exercise? So yes, as I've mentioned, we're on the Piket-Bo-Berg. Stunning views, and I thought I would tell a joke, one that I created recently, which is, what's the main ingredient to sparkling water? Water. What is the main ingredient to sparkling water that has gone flat? Still water. See what I did there? Yes, one thing that I have learned about being on a farm in the Piket-Bo-Berg is that there really is more to life than what you may see on the news, which is obvious. There's more to life than news and what's happening in the city and in the world, so to speak. But out here it is a completely different lifestyle. This morning and yesterday, Evan and I spent the majority of the day just trimming grass and cutting and raking all throughout the blazing heat of the sun, which was great. It was just something to break the monotony of this virtual world of the internet, which is so prevalent in our times. And so to come out here and experience a more tactile time, it's just really great. I really, really enjoy it, and I wish I got to do it more often. And I think something that's so important, and I do believe my generation is starting to realize this more, is the importance of tactile nature. And I hope that with this documentary we can sort of inspire that, to go out, to enjoy time with friends, and to be in the physical world, because the virtual world is equally as real as the current physical world. And yeah, and that's what I have to say. And now I'm traversing back down. Woo! Which is going to be a bit weird. I might have to put this in my pocket. Yeah, I'm going to end the recording.
Look at that for a sunset.
The lighting. Oh, I love it. Apparently I'm thirsty. You'd have to know what's going on in this WhatsApp group, but I'd like to say I'm not. So, we have returned to Beacon Isle. This time it's a little too windy to fly the drone, so we're just taking a longer walk along the Beacon Isle trail and kind of just seeing where we end up. So far really beautiful. Interesting to see the different microclimates in the different regions of the mountain, which is lovely to see, just diversity within an already really diverse climate, I guess. But yeah, really beautiful views. Pete's farm's there, right?
Yeah.
Really come to the top yet. I think there's more that side which we're going to go to, but for now it's rather gorgeous with an incredible sunset, although it's not 100% set just yet. But yeah, lovely easy walk. Very, nice path. As I say, beautiful organic matter all around us. But, and lovely temperature too. The sunset is actually really amazing. This lovely colour of the light. It's really cool. There's also how it's so flat as well. Just the long shadows and how it catches everything. It's just really cool to experience actually. And just being high up is also really nice. This is a great hiking trail. I haven't actually hiked this before. This is the first time. I think it's relatively new, but now that it's here, I won't be forgetting it actually, because it's a really cool trail. Still haven't got to the end of it though, so who knows how long it goes to. I think it goes to some sort of beacon, because it's got beacon in the name. So that should be cool to see where this finally ends up. I'm hoping that on the other side it sort of looks right over. Maybe wow, you can get a really good view of the west coast from up here. Just look at this. Beacon might actually be there. There's the beacon. Woo! There's the beacon. Dude, found the beacon. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this. This is actually a really sick hike. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't here. When was it? Probably last time I was here was October, so this wasn't here in around September. This wasn't here. So it's been built since then, but man, this is a really cool hike. It's not strenuous at all, but it's just epic views. Like, I think this is better than Powder Corp in terms of views. Like, you actually have almost full 360, and as well the sun is just setting. Sorry for the wonky camera work, it's quite windy, but it's literally just going down now.